can you tell us about Prop 122, what's included, how it works, how it's going to roll out over the next 2 years, and just the process from here?
Yeah, so really like the why behind Prop 122 is like how do we provide access to natural psychedelic assisted therapy to any adult who could need it? And that's sort of like the why of like what drove us. And from there, we put together this policy that really has two different access models. One is a state regulated model, and then the second is this like personal use community healing model. When I look at psychedelic therapy, I see a number of different pathways, and I support them all. On one hand, you have a federally approved pharmaceutical model that helps people with diagnoses. Then you have this like state based model that we put together that is sort of like it doesn't require diagnosis. It's a therapeutic based model. It's still regulated. This is more of like a public facing model. And then also in Prop 122, you have this personal use community healing model. So really Prop 122 has these two main pieces, and the how it goes into effect is sort of like this. Is on the regulated side, it's going to be a 2-year implementation process. It's similar to Oregon, but learning from Oregon's experiences, there's a lot of differences. And on the regulated side, the natural psychedelics in question are psilocybin and psilocybin. And then on that piece, we'll see an advisory board be created. We'll see rules. There'll be public comment. It'll unfold over the next couple of years, and there'll be, it creates licensed healing centers. There'll be a new, profession created in Colorado, this like psychedelic facilitator. There's a lot to unpack. And then in addition to that, there's this personal use section that allows any adult over the age of 21 to cultivate, possess, process, store, purchase, and share, natural psychedelic medicines. And that goes into effect, pretty much any time now. Once the vote's certified, it should be in effect. The measure's retroactive, so there's already been cases dismissed under this. And we should talk about those. But on the personal use side, the natural psychedelics in question are psilocybin, psilocybin, DMT, ibogaine, and mescaline, but not from peyote.
Cool. Thank you for that. With respect to the personal kind of community-based healing, in other words, you're treating people with dignity and respect to make their own decisions, which is kind of nice to hear, right? I mean, it's so innovative and it's like actually so friggin' elementary. It's almost infuriating. But that's a really cool, it is an innovation. I mean, if you look at Oregon as a framework, this is, I think, a really essential piece to normalizing in a very constructive way.